All right. Good morning. My name is Arikewuyo Abdurrafil, and welcome to Teachers Inspire Teachers Group video series, where we try to use the video method to learn a lot of things, especially for teachers. Today, we shall be talking about ICT. We shall be talking about ICT for teachers. We'll be learning how to use the basic ICT tools to help us in our classroom activities. I can understand that currently the whole world is in pandemic, and quite a number of teachers are not in school. But I think it is important to have some of these new skills that can help you to really perform your duty as a teacher better in the classroom. Also, we can understand that during the lockdown, a lot of schools have to teach online, and this has exposed us to the reality that we really need to be ICT compliance. Gone are the days where teachers would be a very good teacher in mathematics or in English or science, but will not be able to do anything on the computer. I think we would not like to go back to those days. So it is important we learn how to use some of these basic ICT tools. I know that maybe about half of the teachers can actually use some of these tools, but you will agree with me that quite a number cannot use these tools. So that's why it is important that we learn how to use some of these ICT tools. And this is going to be like a 5-series video, a 5-series class that we are going to take. The first one will be how to use Microsoft Word. How can you launch Microsoft Word on your laptop? How can you make use of them and all that? So that's what we shall be learning today. After this particular one, we'll go to series 2, where we'll learn how to use Microsoft Excel, and I shall be taking you through what you need to know as far as that is concerned. Okay, what are we learning today? What are the behavioral objectives? By the end of this lessons, this particular lesson, there are 13 items you should be able to do yourself on the system, on your laptop. One of them is, how do you open a new Microsoft document, Microsoft Word document? How do you type on the interface? How do you centralize, bold, underline, use the upper and lower case? Then how do you save your document after you finish working on them, or as you are working on your document? How do you create a table? How do you use the color? How do you use color? How do you color your text? How do you use Microsoft Word comment, which is important? How do you use bullet and numbering? How do you copy and paste? Then finally, which is like a bonus for this class, is how do you convert from Word to PDF, from Microsoft Word document to PDF? How do you do that? I shall be taking you through all of this today. Okay, why is this lesson very important? You see, sadly, in this 21st century age, most of us are still using our hands to write our lesson notes and our lesson plans. And I think we should have, our games should have been higher than this. So I think it's important we learn how to do this, because when you have your lesson notes and lesson plans typed, when they are well documented, it makes the documentation easier for you. It makes the saving easier for you. You don't need to be keeping a lot of papers, a lot of notebooks, and at the end of the day, you discard them. That's number one advantage. The second advantage is that you will be able to repeat them. Like, you don't have to write a new note all the time. All you do is to edit. I equally don't advise that you repeat the same notes every year for your students. But even when you want to have, you want to start a fresh lesson in another year, then you only edit it, you only add to it or subtract from it. But at least you have a comprehensive note you can start with, and that makes your work much, much easier, instead of you going back again to write all over again. Then while writing your lesson plan, already you have the template on your system. So all you do is to input the new items that you want to put into it. So you don't have to start all over again. So these are the advantages you are going to derive from having using this kind of system to write your lesson notes and your lesson plan instead of writing only by hands. And it's much easier for you to go to search, a lot of resources on the internet, and just pick them and use them in your notes or use them in your lesson plan, as the case may be. So these are so many benefits that you have. Also, we are now talking about blended classroom, where you use the ICT tools with your normal classroom activity. You incorporate, you embed the ICT tools with your normal classroom activity. There is no way you will use PowerPoint in the classroom unless you learn how to develop a PowerPoint yourself. No, it's just not, it will not work for you to keep giving somebody to actually help you to develop a PowerPoint for your lessons. And post-pandemic, we should be able to come up with these skills. These are the things we should be able to learn from the pandemic, so that we go back to school well equipped, with better skills, so that we can perform excellently well in the classroom. Okay, let us go to the business of the day, and I shall be using my computer to take you through the practical steps, one step at a time, so that it's easier for you to practice. Finally, this is the important thing here, is that you must practice this on your own. After you learn this, try to sit before a computer and practice all the time. It is only by practicing that you will learn new things on your own, and you'll be able to keep what you have learned for a very long time. But if you just learn without practicing, you may not be able to benefit from this class. Okay, now let us take them one step at a time. All right, so I go to my laptop. No, I'm not saying thank you yet. Okay. All right, so I'm going to my desktop now. So trying to, 1 minute. Okay. All right. Great. I'm there now. This is my desktop, and this is where I shall be taking you through the Microsoft Word class. All right. So number one, I said, how do you open the Microsoft Word documents? Now, if you can look at my system, you can see I have quite a few of them here. But I'm going to start afresh. I will not use the prepared one, so that you will learn how to start doing that on your own. Okay. There are two ways you can do this. Number one is that you right-click on your mouse, as I'll be doing now, and you will see new. As you can see, new. I've taken the cursor to the new. Then you can see so many options here. So I look down, and you will see Microsoft Word document. Then you can click on that. Can you see now? Now, by doing this, I can put any name. Let me just say class 1. Let me use this as class 1, because we have our 4 classes in this series. Okay, now, then I click. Click means you press enter. When you press enter, then to open the document for you. Now we have our new document. As you can see now, we have our new document. Okay, now let me take you through the second method you can use to open a new document. Let me take you through the second method you can use to open a new document, because it's going to be very helpful. Okay, now I will close this. Now, the second method is that you press the window key. You press the window key on your system, or as you can see it here, this is my window key. I can press from here, or I can press on the keyboard. You will see the same symbol on your keyboard. So you press that. You press the window key. Okay, now this is the window key. Then you can come to this sideline and search for Microsoft Word. This is arranged in letters, in alphabetical order. So it's easy for you to search for anything you are looking for. So here I'm looking for Microsoft Word. Where is Microsoft Word? Okay, you can see Microsoft Office tools. I click on this, then I'll have my Microsoft Word here. Okay, it is written as Word. So I click on Word. So in your own window, it can be written as Microsoft Word or as only Word. In mine, it's written as only Word, so I click on that. As soon as I click on this, you can see that the document is opening now. Now, this part is very interesting, and I'll tell you what happened. Now, in this one, you can actually choose different templates, meaning that, for example, if you want to write a CV, you have a template for a CV. If you want to develop a calendar, maybe for your lesson planning, you have a template for calendar. And so many templates. Let me just take you through the templates. 1 minute. You can say, I have so many templates here. This is very beneficial. If you want to develop a cover letter, you have it here. You want to write a formal letter, you have it here. So you have the template you can use for brochure, for restaurants. You know, so many different templates you can make use of here. But for the benefit of our lesson, I'll use only the blank. I'll use the blank template. Okay, you can see now we have created a new Microsoft Word document, right? So this is what we are going to use throughout the lesson for today. Okay, now what is the next thing we are to learn? The next thing to learn is how do you type? Now this is very easy. The letters are on your keyboard, you just begin to type. Now, there are different ways you can type. Actually, typing itself is a skill you have to learn, but you can learn by practicing just like I did, right? I did not go to a special typing school before I learned how to type. You can learn by practicing, right? So I want to type, Nigeria is a good country. Nigeria is a good country. Now that's how you type, right? You can go on and on. You can type anything you like. So you can practice, you can use your name to practice. You can take a document, like, a hard copy document, and you can type from there just for practice, right? By the time you get used to it, then you also enjoy it at the end of the day. Okay, so now I've typed Nigeria is a good country. So that's how you type. You just type with the letters on your keyboard, and as you continue to practice, when you start, it will be slow. Don't worry. By the time you start, maybe you start looking for letter N. Okay, where is letter I? Where is letter G? Where is letter E? Where is letter? So that's how you look for the letters. But after some time, you get used to it, then you'll be able to type as faster than I did even. Okay, so that's how you start, you type. Now, the next thing is, how do we centralize? Now, this text, Nigeria is a good country, is towards the left. I can take it to the right, and I can put it at the center. Now, how do we place it at the center? You highlight. Highlighting means you are going to highlight them by pressing Ctrl A. That's one way to highlight. Then I'll press Ctrl E. Ctrl E will take it to the center. You can see that the text is now at the center, right? Another way of doing this, let me take it back, is you can see this command here, right? I just press this, then it will take it to the center, right? Okay, so that's how you centralize your text if you want to centralize. And if you want to take it to the left, then here you also do the same thing. You take it to the left here, you can say, oh, sorry, to the right. This is to the right. Then you can press Ctrl R to take it to the right, or you use this command here to take it to the right. Okay, let me take it back. All right. Now, how do we bold? You want to bold this document. Again, you highlight them, say Ctrl A, then you see this command here, B, you just press the command. You can see that it is bolder than it was before. Another way you can do this is to highlight again, then you press Ctrl B. It will give you the same result. Is that clear? All right. That's how you bold. I hope you are getting it step by step. It may be necessary that you pause this video and practice before you go to the next one so it doesn't get overwhelming. All right. The next thing we want to learn is, okay, let me take it to the center. I want to take this text to the center. Okay. The next thing we want to learn is, how do we underline? We have learned how to type. We have learned how to centralize. That's to take your text to the center. We have learned how to bold. Now we want to learn how to underline. Then I say Control A again. Control A will help you to highlight your text. It will help you to highlight your text. Then I will now say Control U. Control U will help me to underline, as you can see. Another way you can underline is, you come here, you can see the command here. You press the command, you click it. Then that helps you to underline your text. Okay, now we have learned how to underline. The next thing is, how can we change to lowercase and uppercase, meaning capital letter and small letters? Again, I'll do Control A, that's to highlight. Then I'll come here, you can see this command. It will help you to change the case to whatever you want. If you want a sentence case where you have the first letter as capital and every other letter is small letter, you have it there. If I want to take it to another case, I have everything to be in lowercase, everything will be small letter. You have it there. I can also do everything will be uppercase. I have it there. Then I can capitalize each word, meaning the first letter of each word will be capitalized, as you can see. I have it there. Then I can also do toggle case, meaning you have a small letter, capital letter in between. You have it there. So depending on what you want to do, you can always do that from this command. You can see you have so many options here. So either change case from lowercase to sentence case to uppercase to toggle cases, you have them there for you. All right, what are we learning next is, how do we save, right? How can we save this document? Okay, because it's a new document, what you do is, you come here, you can see file, then you can see save here. I want to press save. Since this is a new document, I will choose where to save. I like to save on my desktop so that I can change it later. So this is my desktop. Then you want to put the name. Now, the name is class 1, right? Then, what again? I have it, then I can save. You can see save here. I can press save. And I've saved it. So that means that if you leave the document, you can always come back to it and you see make use of it, right? So that's the benefit of saving your text, your work. Now, also you can save by pressing Ctrl S all the time. If you press Ctrl S, it will also help you to save. That's very important. So anytime you do anything, just press Ctrl S, right? Anytime you change anything, press Ctrl S. It is very important you do this so that you don't lose your content, because sometimes it could be difficult for you when you have done a lot of things and you just lose them as a result of maybe electricity or whatever. All right, so what's next? Okay, how do we create a table? This may be very important for assessment. If you want to create an assessment, you want to document the assessment for your students, creating a table may be very important because it helps you to put everything in just a simple format. Okay, we come to insert. Can you see insert? Then you see table here. I click on table. You can see I have so many options here. Now columns and rows. Now I click this. You can choose the number of columns and the number of rows that you want. Now another way of doing this, I come to insert. I can see table. Then I will say insert table. This one will allow me to choose the number of columns and the number of rows. So I can say I want 7 columns and let's say 6 rows. Then I have it. I have my table. So I can input stuff inside the table. I have names. I have, for example, I have names. I have subjects. I have class. You can put anything you like depending on what you want to do, right? Then you keep putting the names of your students. You have what's name now? You have Bola. You have Ade. You have Musa. You have what again? You have Emmanuel. You can put any name you like, of course, the names of your students. So you put them there and you can create your assessment sheet as you like. So we don't need to use papers. We may now reduce the way and manner we use papers because it will now be more cost effective and your work is neater. And the advantage of this is that when you make mistakes, you can just delete them and correct instead of having to strike out or to erase, and becomes a rough work, right? So this is very interesting. What again do we do? Now we can color. We can change the color. Okay, let me use this table to change the color. It's very interesting. Now I can do this. I can select this place. Then I go to home. Then I can change the color. I don't want this. I want it to be well filled. There are different ways you can change color actually. So this is one of them. You can say, I have this. Then I can also give this another color, the subject column, another color. I can fill this with black. I can fill this. So you can do anything you like. You can just play around this and you can color the way you like, right? I can color this color yellow any way you like. This is how you color. You come to this command here. Then it helps you to fill your table with color. You can do the same thing when you have ordinary text. Let's do that down here. I have, again, Nigeria is a good country. Oh, let me use another one. The name of my school is, I want to remove the underline and the bold. The name of my school. The name of my school is Humble Scholars Islamic Academy. That's the name of my school, for example. Now, I can also color this guy, right? You can say I've colored it. I mean, the background. Now, another thing I can do is that I can color only the text here. You can see that it's only the text that is colored now. Do you understand? Then I can also place a color on the background. So these are ways you can play around this, and very interesting. So you can do this. You can give different color to your students. So it makes it easier for you to identify them on your platform. I mean, on the system. Now, how do we use comments? Now, this is very important especially for the lecturers who have to, how do I put it now? Who have to supervise student projects. I know most of them know how to do this, but for those of us in other schools also, we may want to learn how to use comments, and it's very interesting. It is very interesting. Now, again, I click on the text. You have a body of text, like, let me copy and paste a large body of text here. I want to just copy and paste a large body of text. Okay, anyway, I can use this. This is one of my contents. Let me just use that and I'll paste that here. Great. Now, for example, you are reading this and you want to comment on something and you want to keep it there. You click on the word or on the sentence. For example, you are reading and maybe this sentence is wrong and you want to correct it and send it to your student as you are teaching them online. Then you highlight this as I've done now. How do you highlight? I don't want to highlight all of them. That's why I'm not using Control A. How I highlight is I click on this, as you can see. Then you will click on the left. I mean, you left click your cursor. Sorry, what's the name of this now? Your mouse. You left click on your mouse and hold it, then you move this on the mouse as I'm trying to do now. Now I've highlighted this. Now you come here, you can see comments somewhere here. This is where I have comments on my system. For your own kind of window, maybe it's going to be in a different place. You may look for it, right? Maybe you look for it in insert, or yeah, maybe in insert, you will see it there. But for me, it is right here on home. So I click on comment. You can see I want a new comment. You can see it has given me this. So I can write my comment. I can say, okay, this sentence is wrong. Is wrong. Try to correct it. That ends it. So anybody reading this will see your comments and they can do the needful. They can always do, correct it and as you want them to do. You can write on and on. You can do a lot of things. You can give them the correct sentence you want them to write. But the important thing is that you can make your comment on this on your document, right? And that makes the work much easier for you. All right, that's how to comment. All right, so let's go back again. Let us go back. Oh no, I want okay, Ombu Scholar. My name, the name of my school. This school is wrong. Sorry, supposed to be OOL. The name of my school is Ombu Scholars Islamic Academy. All right. So now what can we do now? We want to bullets. For you to use bullets, you need to have a lot of things. I mean, for example, I have a lot of names. I have Bola. I have Ade. I have Musa. I have Mary. I have so many names. You can have a lot of names. So you want to, instead of writing it like this, you want to, how do I put it now? You want to put bullets. You want to like put numbers or letters to differentiate them, like A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3, or anything. So I'm going to highlight once again. Then I will come here. Can you see it here? This is my bullet. I can use this. You can see I have so many options. You can change them. You can say this, right? I can use this arrow form. I can use this dot form. I can use this square form, right? So that's how you can use bullets. Now, I can also use numbers and letters. As you can see here, I have so many options. I can take a number and what's the name of this now? A bracket, an open bracket. A number and a dot, Roman numerals, letters. You can see them. So I have so many options to make my point. And this is very interesting also. Copy and paste. This is very easy. Now, again, I will highlight my text. I want to highlight all of this. Now I want to copy and paste. Control C. You press Control C, then you can paste it. Paste will give you Control V. Can you see now? To copy, you highlight, press Control C, then for you to paste, you use Control V. Can you see now? So you can duplicate your text. So this is another advantage this has. If you need to duplicate, you can just copy and paste. Instead of writing in different papers or on different booklets or so, you just duplicate them, and that makes it much easier for you. So I hope this is very interesting, and I hope you are learning as I'm trying to teach you all of this in a very short time. You have to practice for you to really know how to do this very well. Finally, which is my bonus, I will teach you how to convert all of this into Microsoft Word. Into PDF. Now we have it in Microsoft Word. How do we convert to PDF? That's the final lesson we'll be taking now. And if we go back to our objectives, we'll see that we have learned everything that we said we are going to learn. Now we are going to PDF. What do? I say save as. Can you see now? Now the name is class 1, and I'm not changing that name, right? And I want to save it on the desktop. I'm not changing that also. What I'm changing is I'm converting from Word document to PDF. Now I come here and you can see a lot of options here. but this is PDF. I can also save in different Word. This is Word 97 to 2003, and so many options. So, but the interest in PDF. So I have, I click on PDF. Can you see now? Then I will save. Now it has saved in PDF. Let's go back and open. Let's go and open it on PDF document. I'll go to my desktop. I'll look for, this is class 1, as you can see, and that's our PDF. It is always wise to convert to PDF when if you want to use it for a long time, because PDF makes sure that your document is secure. It will never change, nothing will affect it. Unlike if you leave it in Microsoft Word. But you'll not be able to edit on PDF. I'm sure you know that. But you can read and you can keep it here on PDF document. And that's how you say to save on PDF. I hope you find this very interesting, and I hope you have learned a lot of things in this lesson. If you need more, you can tell me what more you want to learn. I can always make more video for you for free so that you can learn. It is very important that as teachers, we develop our skills. We never stop learning, and that's what makes you a good teacher. It's not nice that you spend 10 years teaching and you don't know anything else. It's not a good thing. So we must continue to learn all the time, and especially that this is an ICT age. It's very important that teachers learn a lot of things, because you cannot teach what you don't know. And these students are very smart. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you do, please subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and like this particular video. Have a nice day and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.